Jamiel Shah's son was murdered in 2008 by an illegal alien, and his story, as we have covered on this program, has been coming up again and again after Kate Steinle was murdered by a five times guys, deported illegal alien just a few weeks ago. Now, Donald Trump, firebrand and presidential candidate, had previously been taking a lot of heat for being tough on the issue of illegal aliens and illegal entry. But after the murder, the conversation shifted. Jamiel Shah joins me now by phone to talk about his recent meeting with Mr. Trump and what came out of the discussion that they had. Mr. Shah, it's good to speak with you again.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for inviting me again.
Of course. Tell me about your meeting with Donald Trump. This has been a very busy week, and I think a lot of people across the nation for the first time have been hearing your story and realizing, wow, this is actually a lot more common than we have been led to believe.
Oh, yeah, and that's why Donald Trump wanted to meet. He had, a lot of times when I start my story, I always ask people, what would they do if it happened to them? What would you do if a legal alien murdered someone in your family? And what would you expect of someone if someone murdered someone in your family? So that's where he came in at, because he's the same way. He understands, and he doesn't want that feeling to happen to him. He doesn't want nobody in his family to be murdered by an illegal alien or by anybody, especially illegal alien. And in the part about what would you do, he knows someone has to do something. He understands that he feels chosen almost, that he has to do it, because if you notice, out of all the candidates, no one is pushing illegal immigration. They want to act like they're just here to work, ignore all the carnage, just step over the dead bodies, don't worry about that. That's, nothing to see there. But the big picture is that it's fantasy, and he understands that, and he explained to me that everything he's doing is for America. I can see it, everyone can see it, but for some reason, because he wants to make America safe, they want to use everything to him like he's a racist or he's crazy and he's this idiot or this sideshow. And I was with him for 2 days. I saw him in his comfort zone. He is just a loving father. I don't have nothing to gain by saying, oh, he's this nice guy. It's true. I wouldn't get behind nobody just because what he's doing is for America. He doesn't need the money. Everyone knows that. He doesn't need the power or the fame. He has all the stuff. He's pretty much a total package when it comes to having everything in the world. He's one of those guys that can run the gauntlet and don't need nothing. So he has to be some other reason. What's the other reason? He loves America. He lives here too. He understands that this is my America. Some of the politicians, including the president and everybody else, they believe that they stole it from the white man, and they want to do reparations to the Latinos because we stole this land. And the Latinos believe that when the land was stolen by the white man, the blacks benefited from it. That's why they came into all the black communities and transform that first. Now they ran out of room, so everybody's getting a taste of it, and it's sad because I warned Dianne Feinstein many a time. I tried to tell her I'm trying to do something, but it won't happen again. Karen Bass, the mayor of Villa Rugosa, Governor Brown. I met with all of them, told them the same thing, that this is what's happening. Some of the people are killing. You have to address that. You can't overlook that.
There was an article that I read just the other day where mothers have been taking to the streets, watching out on the street corners, because there has been, it is becoming so prevalent, just this criminal element from people who they illegally enter the country. They know that they're going to be protected. They can commit crimes and disappear, and so now the moms have been watching out in communities as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you almost push that. You almost make people get into vigilante mode. Because everyone knows nobody's going to help us now. You got to do your thing. If your record is good and you can handle a gun, why wouldn't you have one? You can't depend on nobody else. What are you going to do? Wait for the police? We love the police, but they're almost turning into reporters with guns.
Ooh.
No one's getting protected. They just, hey, your son is dead. That's what they did to me. I was at the hospital waiting for to see what's going to happen. I knew my son was dead, but they kept acting like he was alive, so I thought, well, maybe I missed something. Because I saw him dead in the street. I'm at the hospital waiting and waiting and waiting. The police left the hospital, came to my house, and told the family that my son was dead. And they knew I was in the hospital. My sister called me from my house and told me, come home. The police is here. They saying Jazz is dead.